Viewers, you're welcome to another edition of Data Analysis with Python. My name remains Vincent Hope. In this episode, we are going to see how we're going to carry out the same bank performance analysis using our Python environment. And in Python, you are going to be writing some small basic codes, which we're going to put you through. And in this Python, we're going to use, you can either use two environments, which I like to use. I either use the Kaggle environment or the Google Colab. For me, for data analysis, Kaggle is actually better for data analysis. So I'll come to my Google environment. I type Kaggle. You can see as I type K, it already pops up because I've been using it. So I just click Kaggle or Kaggle, depending on what you want to call it. You can see now Kaggle, the world's AI proving grounds. You see that it has data sets, learn Python, blah blah blah. But let's focus on what we are here for. Kaggle is an environment for data analysis. So let me right click here and open it. Okay, if I open the Kaggle environment, it brings a dashboard. If you are new to the Kaggle environment, the first thing it will ask you is to sign up. Once you sign up with your Google account, it will pick your Google account name and begin and bring out a dashboard. Now, if you look at this dashboard, you see that we have this section here, which we're going to be working with. We also have some things that are important here. You see that we have what is called data sets. You see what we have notebooks, competitions, discussions, and the rest. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a notebook, which is the environment we're going to use to run our Python code. So we'll come here and create. But before we do that, let's check for something. If I come to my notebooks here, because this program, I've already done a kind of written the code already. I will just be kind of making reference to that code. So I want to look for that code. If I come to notebooks here, these are all my notebooks, different notebooks. I have cybersecurity, cybersecurity, internship, blah blah blah. So I have one called CBN analysis, which is where I did it before. So I will just make reference to it so as we flow with the code. So I open this up, I click on it, I open this code. If I open this code, the code for the analysis pops up. So I'll be making reference to this code here while we do the work we are doing. So now let's jump right into it. I'll still go back and create a new notebook. So I'll come here, I click create notebook. Okay, I can call that notebook on this section here. I type the name of the notebook. I can call it bank, or let's say bank, okay, bank performance. Let me call it performance, bank performance. Okay, I can press enter. Okay, it takes the name bank performance. Now what we need now is to start writing the code. But before we write the code, we have two things we are going to open. We have opened the bank performance app, the bank performance notebook. We have created the notebook. We need to also create what we call a data set. We're going to add the data set to the Kaggle environment. So what do? We click here too. You can see the first thing we created was the notebook. Here we're going to create a data set. So if I click on data set here, then I select the file, browse files. Okay, which one do I want to work with? I can come and work with the one I want. Let me look for the one we are going to use for our analysis. Okay, we can use any of this. CBN bank performance dataset work. Okay, let's use the CSV file. Double click it. Okay, so look at the name of the file, CBN Bank Performance Dataset -work CV. CSV is a CSV file, so I can call here. I can come and give it a name in Kaggle. I can call it CBN2, for example. Okay, let me say, saying the title must be 6 to 5 characters in length. Okay, let me just call it CBN Data 2. Okay, CBN Data 2, for example, and I click Create. Okay, and I click Create. So the data set title is CBN dataset. So it's going to create the data set. Or did it say, it said success? Your data set was created what? Successfully. So I can close this now. If I close this, now I'll go back to my notebook. This time I'm going to open 2 notebooks. So if I go back to my home, click Home here, click on Notebooks. So this is the one I created. The name is still trying to change. So let me open it, right click it, open the dashboard here. I'll also go back to my CBN, the one I created initially, right click and open, so that I can make reference to what we have done to make it easier for all of us to understand. Okay, so this is bank performance. This is the one we want to start with, while this is the reference we want to work with. Now the first thing I want to do, I have uploaded my data set, but I need to add it to this program. Now what do? I come to this point here and I click Add Input. If I click Add Input, you can see the one I added before, CBN Data. Let's see whether we can see the other one I added, CBN Data 2. Okay, I'm still looking for it. Let me come to Your Work and Data Sets. Your work means the one you are doing now, and data sets. Let's see whether we have CBN data, the one we just created. If not, we'll just use the one that was there before. Okay, it's still trying to pop up. Let me see if I type it, CBN. If it pops, okay, you can see by the time I type CBN, this is the one I created. So all the one I will need to do, just click come here and click Add Data Set. If I click Add Data Set here, if I click it, it's adding the data source. Then I close this. You can see CBN Data 2, and I click expand it. You can see the data set is available. CBN Bank Performance Dataset Work CSV. This is what I'm looking for. So I've added it to this column here. So the first thing to continue, I will create the code section. So I click Code. If I click Code, it brings out where I will enter my code. So let me make reference to my data. If I click CBN Data, this is the code I use. I will explain it as I go along. So I will copy this code here, right click it, or let me just copy, Control C, bring it to my data here, and Control V. Now let me remove this one. This is actually where it's supposed to start from. Okay, so this is import. Import means that we want to import a library called Pandas. This will be explained in the video, in the lesson, in the physical tutorial, but it's another of our subsequent lessons. So we want to import this data called what? Pandas. So if we import this data called Pandas in as PD, we are going to import this data called, we're going to import this library Pandas, and we're going to call it PD. You can call it any other name you like, but this is import Pandas as PD. Then import operating system. I'll import our operating system. Now we're going to list the directory of what is under Kaggle, which is this environment, and what is under input, which is what you have just inputted. If I run this code, let's see what it comes up with. It's running. It's running. Okay, still popping up. Still running. It takes a while, but once it is done, the answer pops up down here. Okay, it's about to start now. You can see that under Kaggle, under input, which is under Kaggle, you have what? Data sets. So I'm going to enter this data set here. Data is in capital letter. Let me make it small. Data set, exactly as it is. I still run it. Okay, it says under data sets, I have Vincent Hope. In your own program, it will be your name. So I just put a slash in front of this and type Vincent Hope. For you, you will type your own name depending on what it displays here. I run it again. It displays CBN data 2, which is this one. I come here again, slash CB, C what? BN data 2, and I run it. Okay, if I run it and I successfully bring out the CSV file displayed here, CBN Bank Performance Dataset Work CSV, which is under here, I am done with this column here. So successfully, I've run the first column. Now, I will open the code for the second column. Now, let me continue here. So if I do this now, I come here, I copy this code here, which I will explain when I come to the other screen. Copy, I bring it here, and I press Ctrl V, which is paste. Now I said bank equals to PD, which is your pandas here, which is your pandas dot read the CSV file. Where is the CSV file? The CSV file is under Kaggle, the same thing here. Input, the same thing here. Data sets, the same thing here. Vincent Hope, the same thing here. CBN data, this is CBN data, which was the previous one. So here I'm putting data 2. And now the file which I am going, this is CBN dataset work CV. This is not exactly here. So what I will do, I will copy exactly what I see here. Ctrl C, then put it underneath here. Ctrl V. So I have the complete file here. So I am telling this code is to tell that this file CBN Bank Performance Dataset Work CV should be uploaded into Bank. Then when it is uploaded, I should now display the headings, display the content of the CBF file, which is load CSV files into Pandas, which is what I've just done. Let me copy this, Control and Control X, put it, and Control V. It's supposed to be on top of this. Sorry. Okay, so this is it. So this will load the CBN, this file, into this bank. Then this other code, which is bank.head, is to display the first 5 records of the file. So if I run this data, you will discover that the data set has now been uploaded into your Python and it has been displayed. If you get to this point, you will discover that almost 40 to 50% of your job is done. It's for you to carry out. So we have done the data collection, which is in the data set. Now we have uploaded it into Python. So these are the files. This is the content of the file: month, bank name, region, total deposits, total loans, just as you found it in the Excel lesson and also in the Power BI lesson. So we are good to go. Now, just like Python, we create another code section. Let me come back here. What's the next thing to do is to check the data set dimension. That's the shape. So if I copy this now, Control C, come to my original one and paste it here. So you want to check, why is it bank.shape? Because that is the file, that's the variable name I loaded the data into. So I say bank.shape. If I run it, it tells me that this data has 1,545 rows and 34 columns. Okay, so just to check the dimension of your data set. So I also continue. The next thing I will want to do is to check the data set headers, and to do that you can use the command bank.columns. So I copy this and click copy, Control C, bring it here I run it, Control C, Control V, check the data set headers, which is bank.column. So it depends on the name you use. If you use a name like df, or you name a name like data, so you say data.shape, data.columns. But here we're using bank.columns because that was where we loaded it into. So we run it, you can see all the headings are displayed: month, name, region, total deposit, blah blah blah, and it continues. Now we create another code line. So what do? Okay, we want to know the data types that are available in this data set. We come to bank.types, Control C, come back here, run it, Control V, bank.types, what type data types, run it. So you see you have months objects, bank name object, region object, total deposit float, which is in decimal, total loans float. All these ones are figures. Float. Okay, so let's run, add more code. We come back here. Okay, so I want to remove duplicates. So we have looked at the columns, we have inspected the data. That was what we are doing here all this while. We've been inspecting what you have. You wanted to know the shape is 1,545 rows and 34 columns. We also wanted to know what kind of columns is available. We wanted to know the types of data, so we're inspecting the data. So after we have done the uploading and inspection, we want to come to the cleaning. Usually in the cleaning, the first thing to do is to remove the duplicates. So how do you achieve that in Python? We come here, let me copy this code and copy, bring it here and paste it. So what do? We say remove duplicate rows. This is how you do it. Bank, which is the one we have been using, the variable name we have loaded all our data, is equals to bank.drop underscore duplicates. You put the open and close bracket. So it will, any duplicate available in this file, it will be dropped. You can still now display the first 5 rows. When you run it, okay, you display the first 5 rows. So this drops the duplicates. Then we make progress. If we click code again, okay, and we come to the analysis, we come to the reference data. We want to print if there are any missing names, bank name values, and count the number. This is to count the number. So let me copy this code, okay, and copy. I bring it here. I click paste it. So what will this command do? It will print the missing values and check how many they are. Bank.bank name, that's the name of the column. Look at it. Remember, we checked how many, we deleted some empty bank names. Then count how many .is not available, which is empty set .sum. That means calculate the total. So if we run it and see, let's see. So you can see that the missing bank name values is 59. In other words, we have 59 blank columns in the bank names. And I told you before that the banks and the region are the reference points. All these data are dependent on this. So what do? Okay, so what to do is, since we know that we have blank columns, we are going to remove the rows with missing bank name. So let me copy this. If I copy it, once I copy it and bring it to the original, I explain. I come here, run it, run the code. Now, what do I do here? I remove rows with missing bank names, and I'll say bank equals to bank.drop in brackets subset equals to bank name. Okay, then let me see bank.shape. If I run this one now, okay, you can see now that initially when I ran this, let's come back here, we had bank.shape, we have 1,545 with 34 rows. Now, by the time we dropped the missing values using this code here, you see now we have 1,486 and still have 34 columns. So all the empty cells have been dropped. So we click code again, we run again, let's see what we have. Okay, now we want to fill all the missing values from bank loans to agricultural loans with 0. So I copy it, Control C, go to the original, come here, Control V. So I fill it up, fill the missing values from bank loans to agricultural loans on the data set. So this is the code, a bit more, let's say, a bit complex, but at least it is given to you here. You can look at it. So you can say bank.lock, open this, the total deposits to agricultural loans equals to bank.lock, total deposits to agricultural loans, fill the empty cells, that's none available with 0, close brackets, then we print head, and we run it. Okay, so with that has successfully been done. Now we are making progress. We open another row. Okay, we go down. So what do we want to do now? We're going to round the values to 2 decimal places. If you look at the data here, you can see the data here has several decimal, but this code we are now to round it up to 2 decimal places. So if I copy this code here, copy, Control C, okay, I paste it here. Let me see, Control V, round to 2 decimal places. So bank.lock, total deposit to agricultural loans equals to bank.lock, okay, total deposit to agricultural loan dot round to 2 decimal places, then preview to see. If I run it now, if I run this code now, you can see that the values now are now in 2 decimal places. So you can see that we're still in the process of cleaning. Now we make progress. So what do we do next? Now, okay, we correct the spelling errors, which we use find and replace values in Excel. We use replace values in Power BI. Now this is the code for Python, and we copy it like this and come to my Python environment, click code, run Control V. So bank, now look at the code, bank name equals to bank.name.replace. What are you replacing? You are replacing Sterling Bank with Sterling Bank. You are replacing Zenith without an H with Zenith Bank. You are replacing Polaris with Polaris. You close the bracket. Then you do bank.name.head20 and see whether it is reflected. If we check very well, you can see Sterling Bank has been corrected. Let's see the former one. Okay, you see here it was Sterling Bank, but now it has been corrected to Sterling Bank. So you can see that you are doing a good job. So let's let this stay on this so that you can see the code. This is the code. Okay, so let's move on. If you click this, you add, let's come here. Okay, we want to remove empty cells, so we can use NumPy as MP. So let's copy this and explain on the original. Control C, I come here, Control V. Okay, so import NumPy as MP, replace blank or white spaces only with NA not available. So we say bank name equals to bank name in bracket dot replace. This is the code, non registration true, replace it, then the bank is equals to bank drop the subset bank name. So this is the code for it. I stay with it a bit here, and then I run it and see what it gives to you. Okay, so it has replaced all the ones that have blank or white spaces or nulls. So we are moving on. So let's carry out. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do, we want to describe. This deals with also, we are done with data cleaning. Now we want to go to data analysis. So here we'll copy the data where we calculate our totals, copy, come back to our data sets, open the code, run it. You want to see the total of, you want to see analysis of the total, mean, average, and the rest of it. You use the data you have uploaded to bank.describe. This deals with only numeric values. So if I run it, You see all of them come up. So let me come down. For total deposits, this is the count, the mean, the standard deviation, meaning that's the same thing for loans, the first quartile, the median, the upper quartile, the maximum. This dot describe gives you your code. Now I run the code, open a code box again. I run, I come back here. Okay, I want to create pivot tables like we did in Excel. So I can use this code here. It depends on what you are looking for. So if I run it, let me explain this one a bit. Pivot, I just called it pivot. It can be any variable name, equals to bank.pivot table underscore table, index bank name, comma, values of ROA, aggregate function mean, print pivot. If I run it now, you can see now it gives me a pivot name ROA. If I decide to change this to ROE, which is return on equity, I run it, it will give me return on equity. Then this is mean. I can decide to make this sum, run it. Okay, it's giving an error. It's supposed to be small letter. Let me make it in small letter. Sum. Okay, I run it. Okay, so sum. So this is the sum of all the return on equity. So you can see you are making progress. So you can do that for any of the charts. Now we want to create what? So we are done with the analysis. Now we want to do visualization. The visualization code is a bit more, but the purpose is to give you an idea. You may not have to use Python in your analysis, but if you eventually have to use Python, this is the way to go. I press Ctrl V here now. So let me explain the code. Import Matplotlib. This is the library for plotting charts as PLT. We're making it PLT. You can use any name you like. So bank underscore sorted, bank is equals dot sorted values by return on equity in ascending order. Plot the figure. The size of the figure is 12, X, Y is 6. Plot the bar chart, bank sorted, bank name, bank sorted, return on equity. Plot the title. This is the title. Plot the label. Plot the Y label plus S6 title layout. Now if you want it to be displayed, plot.show. You run it. Okay, you can see now each of it gives you like what you have in Power BI. So FCMB, Wema Bank, blah blah blah. So this is you can change this here. This is just the heading. You can just say ROA if you don't want this to show here. You can just type ROA here, run it. Okay, the comma is on top, is not there. Okay, sorry. Okay, run it. Okay, fine. You can see I've changed it. It's ROA. So it depends on what you want. So let's move on. Let's come to the pie chart. Each chart. Control C. Come here. Add the code button. Code. Click here. Control V. Then also run it. The same thing. It's actually the same thing. ROA by bank. Bank.group. Bank name. Return on assets. We are using the mean.sort values in ascending order. Plot the figure 12 by 6. Plot the bar charts. If it's bar, am I correct? Is it bar I collected? No, I'm not supposed to select bar. I'm supposed to select for pi. So let me copy this. Sorry. Control C. And come here and remove this. Control V. And run this. Okay, let's talk about this. Take the first 10 rows. Data is equals to bank.head 10. Plot.pi. Data. Return on assets. Labels. Bank name. Yes. Plot.title. ROA shared. First 10 bank records. Plot.show. If I run this now, yes, you can see now, this is the pie chart. So Let me see if there's anything more. Okay, if you also want to do trend lines, I can copy this now, Control C, run it. I'm just trying to make the video clearer. Click this, run this, Control V here, paste the code. So trend multiple equals to bank.group by month, by equity, return on assets and return on equity. Trend, this code here you use, dot plot markers, figure size is 8 by 5, return plot title, return on assets and return on equity. You are plotting two line graphs, return on assets and return on equity. Plot.y label, average value is average value, that is the label. Grid through plot.show. You run it and let's see what it brings out. You can see it brings out, this is return on assets, this is the trend line, this is the line, then this is the line, yes, then the return on equity on this is return on assets, this is return on equity. So this is how you plot or you carry out your data collection, cleaning, analysis and visualization in Python. My name remains Vincent Hope. Thank you for watching. Do have a very great day.